Guys doing today? Hope it's a good day for you all because we're about to play something kind of scary. So, without further ado, let's get to it, man. Skynet, man, I know, it's taking over. So, the police officer's on the phone with us right now. How exciting! Oh boy, we just had the moment with our buddy Rena, where she looked like she turned into a psychopath that was about to kill us, but you know, here we are, we're alive. The game's just beginning. Sorry for calling this late. That phone number on the piece of paper I gave you yesterday was the old number. My apologies. Can you copy down the number I'm about to give you? Yeah, okay. He gave me the number for his direct line as I wrote it down. Yeah, she's become quite yandere. Got the cat kicking stuff around. Hey, Bunny, how you doing? You enjoying kicking that toy? Thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk, and it was pretty hard to hang up. So, how has it been, Mayabara-san? Did anything strange happen recently? I see. This was the real reason. He really beat around the bush there. His adult conversational skills left me slack-jawed. Are you from around here, Oishi-san? Yeah, I am. Born and raised in Okinawa. If he's from around here, he might know. I'm Oishi-san. Do you know what this thing is about? I believe that's when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. It's a special saying from around here. It has to seem mean in a spirited way like everyone else says. Whereas my friends would say they didn't know when I asked, this older man gave me my direct answer. It made me a bit happy that he answered me directly without trying to hide anything. Hinamizawa was, not sure if I should tell you this, Maibara-san. Don't try to play this off. If you're not going to talk, then I'm not going to tell you anything. Ah, no. That's not what I meant. It's just, it may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, Hinamizawa was feared as a village where demons reside. Oh boy. I'm getting into the intense stuff now, huh? Demons? By demons, you mean those pitchfork-carrying things in hell? God, that scared me. More like human-eating monsters. They go down to villages, snatching people up and gobbling them down. That kind of tale. Bunny, what are you doing over there? Here. Demon snatching up people is what this Onikakushi really means. So it's a little hard to read that. They said that the curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that mean? I already knew the mysterious deaths happening 5 years in a row. But I didn't know there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. Oh man. Am I a part of this? The curse and being demoned away happened together? First time I've heard of that. Is that how it is, Mayabara-san? That's what I want to know. I heard Rena and Mion talking. They said if it was really Oyoshiro-sama curse, then both the curse and the demon in a way would happen. Oishi-san began hemming and hawing on the other end of the receiver. Maybe something about that came to mind. Mayabara-san, do you know the first incident? The murder by dismemberment? Yeah. One of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically. What if he isn't on the run but was demoned away? Huh? It was an outrageous hypothesis from Oishi-san. This incident 4 years ago was a particularly ghastly one. Police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters with his face on them. They staked out various locations and investigated every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be. It was the police weren't completely incompetent. Even if this was an outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it off. Then what about the incident the next year? When the man who supported the project and his wife both died in an accident? Well, actually, it was only the husband who died in an accident. His wife's body never surfaced. Once you find the body, it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, with the river below the cliffs being muddy rapids, the police divers had searched every branch of the main stream off the river for dozens of miles, but in the end they weren't able to find her body. But that's just not them not being able to find the body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from being demoned away? We cannot say someone is dead without their body. Until a certain number of years pass by law, she's treated as still alive. Oh boy, this is getting intense. I'm not sure if it was right to call that being demoned away. The wife is missing. Still be alive, right? Right, Bunny? Bunny! Where are you going, Bunny? Oh, you're gonna play, okay. The wife is missing. At least that part was reality. How about the 3rd year? The Shinto priest died of illness. And his wife committed suicide? Mayabara-san. That's actually the exact same scenario. The wife had supposedly thrown herself into the bottomless marsh deep in the forest around Hinamizawa. Meaning it's all circumstantial evidence. Meaning they simply found her suicide note thrown in the marsh. The investigative headquarters believe that she faked her death and is still alive somewhere. That's why we can call these cases as being demoned away. Just as you said, every year one person goes missing. This incident this year where this woman has gone missing. missing. I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with a record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime to the crime while being questioned about a different incident. But well, you see, after he was arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. Still under investigation. So whether it had anything to do with the crime. Hi, Bunny. Bunny, what you up to, huh? What you up to, baby? Oh, hi, Bunny. Said he caught him, right? Did he have an accomplice? No idea. It's considered a separate case. Whoa, we can't even check now. Because while under investigation, that man died in his cell. He swallowed a spork and choked to death. It's not known whether it was an accident or suicide. He died by spork. Meaning for the last 5 years, there's always one person who dies and one who goes missing? That's about right. Highly suspect, guys. Highly suspect. Actually, I'm surprised as well. I didn't realize I had that in common. Couldn't believe this could lead to the closing of these incidents. Could be those demons. Oh, could be those things that way have something in common. Ueshi-san mumbled as he seemed to be thinking about it. So I summarize the events. The first year was a damn employee. Second year was the wife of the damn project supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shinto priest. Fourth year was a victim's girlfriend. And the fifth year was yeah, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's anything that connects them. With the exception of the first year, wives and girlfriends, those do stand out. It does seem like there are a lot. Then that means the fourth year's victim child was different. Would have really stood out if we were all married couples, except it's not just married couples, parents and children as well. Come to think of it, I believe Tomitaki-san also told me the younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall correctly. The child that went missing in the fourth year, who were they? Apparently, he was quite mature. 1 year older than you. His name was Satoshi Hoju-san. Huh? Satoshi? I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? He was at your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you anything about him? Come to think of it, when I transferred in, it said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student. Then why I sat once belonged to the one I was deemed away to the seat. It's creepy, man. Bunny, you made it stinky, didn't you? Jesus. Leave my hair still on end. It's getting serious now. Hi, Bunny. Bunny, come here. Oh, how you doing, Bunny? Hi. Say hi. You want to say hi to your fans? Crazy cat. A chilling sensation. There's a feeling of Oyoshiro-sama caressing the back of my neck. Oyoshiro-sama's curse, huh? Could Oyoshiro-sama's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. I was scared. That was why I wanted to say it was a plot crafted by a man and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No. The more I dug, the more mysterious it became. If I keep digging, eventually, I reached a point where I learned something I really shouldn't know. To be none the wiser or to seek the answer I may regret. Which one would I be happier with? Oh boy. You'll read me next time. Execution could only be delayed for 1 year. And that was when I remembered Rina. Rina said she may be the next victim of the curse. You mean Rina Ryugu-san? She transferred in last year and she's your classmate, isn't she? These incidents really might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. She's not just scared, is she? It wasn't that. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had a concrete reason behind it. It felt like she was convinced. Almost as if you could say she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor. That's someone who looked like Rina but wasn't Rina. That might be unrelated. I don't know if I'm hearing things in the game or real life right now. And I'm a little bit freaked out. All the strange things that I felt from Rita today came back to me. I see. And I'll be doing a bit of investigating on this end. Please continue observations of Ryugu-san and Miyabara-san. Are you asking me to keep Rina under surveillance? It's not what I mean, Miyabara-san. I just want to watch out for you, for your friend, so she doesn't end up the next victim. At that moment, just as my mouth was agape, because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way with words. Knock, knock. So knock the door, sent my heart racing. In an instant, I had pointlessly covered up the end of the receiver. Keiichi, get the door, please. On the other side of the door, I heard my father's oddly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for tonight? Yeah. My apologies again for calling so late. Just my cat. Just my cat. If you find anything else out, let me know. I'll tell you if I make any progress on this end. Oh my god. Keiichi, hurry and open up. Daddy's got his hands full. What is that doing? I had stayed in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my joints were aching. Opened my door, I saw my father was standing there with a tray. On the tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea. Really fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side, everything you could ask for. It's quite the show of hospitality. Bunny! Come here. Hey, baby. What's all this for, Dad? Come on now, don't play around with Keiichi. I'm coming in. Dad was in high spirits and had a smirk on his face. For my entire life, I've never seen him act this hospitable. What had gotten into him? No, nothing much. She was on the... No, I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Rina-chan? What? She wasn't here. Oh, shit. Come now, don't try to keep it from me. She just came over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring some tea, but it looks like I just missed her. I had no idea what Dad was talking about, but a cold sweat dripped down my back. Rina-chan went upstairs about half an hour ago, I guess. You saw her come up to the second floor? Yeah, I did. I also told her your room was a door down the hall up the stairs. I think it came to an hour ago. Dad met at the door and called out to me. I didn't hear him because I was too focused on my conversation with Oishi-san. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. And about an hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing up tea and left. She came upstairs, about an hour passed, and passed by my dad and returned home. And after she came upstairs and until she left, where was Rina? Oh, good God, man. It's only a short hallway between my room and the stairs. Meaning, Rena had about an hour in the hall. No, she couldn't have been standing in front of my door all that time. Though the room wasn't particularly thick, you could easily hear everything being said inside. All the ominous things and all the nonsense. I spoke to Oishi-san about big... It rushed into my head. Oh my god, all things we talked about. Honey, don't tease him. More importantly, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again. Mom yelled at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed chortle. I put my dad out of the room with my eyes. Looked down at the floor around the doorway where Mira might have stood all that time. Just now, as I was talking to Oishi-san, my back turned. Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away the whole time. Alexa, turn off living room. Alexa, turn off living room. All that time in this dimly lit doorway. What did she say? Was she here? Oh my god. As the stream from the 2 teacups ominously wafted and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. I'm gonna save this right now. Because it's about to hit the fan. It is about to hit the fan. Yeah, I know. Probably me. Weariness and a headache. Not a very nice way to start the day. I'm a little so Keiichi. I feel it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much. You don't look so well. When'd you go to sleep? See, my mom had noticed my sullen state. Yesterday, I kept on waking up in the middle of the night. Without doubt, I felt the presence. The presence of someone standing in front of my door. I forced myself that it was my imagination. Forced myself to try and sleep. Except not being able to stand it, I gathered up my courage and opened the door. Of course, there wasn't anyone there. I did this 3 times throughout the night. Or maybe I just don't remember doing it any more than that. I'm gonna freaking pee myself. Even though I was able to get to the breakfast table without incident, I still didn't feel at ease. It might be cold. I don't really have an appetite. My, you do seem a little warm. Well, can you make it to school? Technically, I did go to school, but it was mostly self-study. Wouldn't matter much if I missed a day, would it? I took some medicine and got a good day of rest, and I'd be able to greet everyone with a smile tomorrow. Scaring the hell out of me. So I looked back and forth between the entrance and the clock. It's 10 minutes later. So I usually met Rena. You know what? I need to use the bathroom. Okay. Oof. 1 second, I'll be right back. Take these. Oh, that part was gross as hell. I need a comfort blanket right now. Comfort blanket. Bonnie, I'm just putting this blanket on because I need some comfort right now. Let's go. Oh! That's when I usually met with Rena. It was Rena. Rena-chan came to get you. What are you going to do? Are you going to take the day off? Rena was a good girl. She might be somewhat quirky, but she was certainly cute. The lunches she made was delicious. She always looked out for me. Why should I be so scared of something like that? Oh boy. Oh, my naive little boy. It wasn't Rena's fault. It's probably mine. I had to been night cold. Just had to be. I'll rest. Sorry. Then I'll go send her off for you. I'll head up the door. I'd have to pass by the entrance to get back to my room. So I wrapped myself in a blanket on the sofa, closed my eyes. I was so sleep deprived I quickly fell into a deep slumber. I had only intended to lie down for a bit. It was almost noon when I woke up. I called out to my parents, but they didn't seem to be around. They had driven off to somewhere far away. This likely had to do with Dad's work. This happened every so often, so it wasn't that unusual. But probably be back sometime after dinner. I know it said the insurance card is in the cabinet. Take it and go to the hospital. There's also a well-drawn map to the hospital. The Erie Clinic was written stylishly on the sign. The parking lot, and even a reserved spot. Probably answered all the chatty doctor's questions. He responded with the old, "It's probably a cold." Must have been an Onikakushi. I wonder. She was still pretty young. Might have just eloped. With whom? A man from Tokyo who visits every season. The young one with the big camera. They should know they're getting along pretty well. We're talking about Tomitaki-san. I don't know about that, but you have to make preparations before you elope. Callison is an upstanding young woman. She'll be fine wherever she goes. So her name was Takano-san. Woman with Tomitaki-san. She worked at this clinic? There's a deity, this place. Pima Namizawa. My appetite suddenly returned. Might alone buy a snack or change from the extermination fee on the way home. Contemplating that, I turned into a familiar street. The moment I heard a car horn abruptly honk behind me. Literally walking so far in the middle of the road where I'd be in the car's way? I moved far off to the side, but the horn was still honking at me. I turned around and peeved. My Barra-san, good day to you. Higurashi-san. I was car at AC on full blast and waved at me. If you're not feeling up for it, then don't mind me. I'm just gonna lie down after going home anyway. I doubt you want to eat in one of these local places. Let's get into town. That's right, I know a good place. I went with Higurashi-san riding his frigid car. It was almost as if the sunlight outside was a lie. I'm sorry about calling you so late last night. Did your parents get angry at you? No. Recall Rina, who had been listening to the phone conversation all that time, separated from me by just a door. Even now in the brightest. With a big bump that jolted the car, the road connected to the city changed from dirt to pavement. My head swung back with a sudden realization. That's right. This is where Tomitaki-san died. They hit a snag index investigation. They believe it was caused by hallucinations, given how he was clawing out his own throat. God damn. A drug that could cause that to happen so suddenly is extremely hard to come by. Bear in mind, of course, the autopsy was done with that premise in mind, but we didn't find any leads. You know that thing you see in comics all the time? Where there's a drug, you put it in them and it doesn't leave a trace? It exists. Something or other. It's pretty common. When you see of course someone's on the reality act like that. And you're saying the police concluded Tomitaki-san just died from the curse? Couldn't help but feel that the police are worthless. That's why the idea of the curse being associated with Tomitaki-san as a serious death. Fortunately, that's how it looks right now. But putting that aside, the cause of death, well, Dad was surrounded by a group of people and had taken a beating before he died. That was not, of course, one incident unquestionably involved other humans. Sorry, guys, I'm getting too tired to even talk at this point. So, I'm gonna just stop for now, and we'll be back soon.